Welcome back to Edgemont Elegance, everybody. It is week 64 of this project, and we are getting down to the short strokes. We are simply still here getting this thing done because we're waiting for BC Hydro to get us our 200, or are we doing a 320 amp service on this project? And of course, in order for them to provide us with that 320 amp service, they are having to change out a transformer somewhere in the neighborhood to allow us to have that much amperage. But you know what? We should electrify more, and we should do more electrical stuff everywhere so that, you know, we have to wait 8 months to upgrade Hydro's infrastructure. More electricity makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. Do more of that. Okay, that's very facetious and very sarcastic, but I am very irritated about it because it's just not a lot of common sense happening there. So today we've got Moundscape here. They're getting the cedar hedge down the right-hand side of the driveway, getting that all finished up. Our neighbor to the west here has been fantastic to put up with all of the stuff that's going on here. And now, you know, one of the things that we do, and I think that this is just like a common sense sort of something, but nonetheless, when we were getting a material delivery a while back, the delivery company put their, what are those things called? Stabilizers out and put it down on top of this sidewalk without putting a pad underneath it. And they put a massive hole in this neighbor's sidewalk. So obviously we fix it and we replace it because that's the smart thing to do. Let's have a look around the outside, keep going. Okay, so one of the things that came up as we got closer to the end of this project is our client decided that they wanted to have a new hedge planted on this side of their property. Now it turns out that the hedge that was here was really on his neighbor's property. So we facilitated some conversations with the owner of the home and have discussed how we're going to handle all of this and replace the hedge, put in something new. We're going to put in a fence and a hedge as well down this property line. And I think in all of these conversations and everything that we discussed with our clients and the neighbor, I think the neighbors have actually engaged us to do some additional work in their backyard to free up some more backyard space, because you can see, right, this hedge here is almost 4, possibly even 5 feet deep. And then there's another kind of bulkier hedge poking into their backyard here. Well, I mean, you may or may not be aware of what the cost of property is here in the Lower Mainland, and specifically here in Edgemont Village. This is one of the highest valued areas on the North Shore right now. This dirt that's covered in trees like this is worth a buttload of money. So it usually makes a lot of sense to free up that space. Obviously you want to replace it with a new hedge because, like, I mean, who wants to look at just barren landscape, of course, but I mean, look at how much of this yard is being consumed by a hedge. So you get rid of it, and instead of it being 4 feet wide, it goes down to 2.5 feet wide. And as long as you maintain your hedge and make sure you stay on top of it, it's gonna use up a whole lot less space of your backyard than these massively huge, thick hedges like this. I mean, it is crazy when we do this for clients, because, you know, people get so used to having these massive hedges in their backyard, and you get rid of the hedges and then put in a new hedge. It kind of sort of looks the same, but now they have a much larger backyard to work with. And so, I mean, it just seems to make sense, I would say. Okay, so you'll recall in previous videos, we talked about the floor grills that have been installed and how you can kind of see the plywood edge grain through the routering on the floor grill. And then you could also see the plywood beneath. We have now painted the inside edges of these floor grills, and then we've also, which you can see an example of over here, painted the plywood and everything around as well. So now when you look in that floor grill over there, it's black, it's clean, everything goes away. And you know, it's just these little things where you pay attention to those sorts of details. And again, this is the Sprucehill difference, right? We want to make sure that our homes look great for our clients. And seeing the plywood edge through your floor grill and then seeing the subfloor beneath it, whatever else, it just looks terrible. So, you know, does it take a little bit of effort to get this done? Yes, obviously. But is it rocket science, and is it a whole lot of extra work to do it? No. And it's just the right thing to do. It looks way better. So here we are in the kitchen, back in the kitchen. We have got the built-in coffee maker now installed, and recall this sucker was not a part of the original plan. This was an afterthought by the client. And of course, the fantastic team at Sprucehill made it happen. And when I talk about the team at Sprucehill, I'm not only talking about the people that I get to work with shoulder to shoulder every day. I'm also talking about our trade partners, right? It required electricity and water and maybe drainage too. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, we made it happen, and that's the Sprucehill way. Now, we also have the fridge in here now, and so this kitchen is almost 100% done. You'll recall when we were here previously, Kyle, that we had an issue with this getting scratched. So we have ordered a new shroud for this hood fan, and our fearless appliance installer will get that fixed and sorted out for us in the coming weeks. Again, like, this is not preventing the homeowner from moving in, but it is preventing us from being 100% complete. Okay, so here we are in the primary ensuite. We have got the tub installed. So we've got the tub deck installed, tub installed. We've got the shower glass installed here as well. And then on the flip side here, we've got the mirror. Hopefully Kyle can use some fancy camera angles and not catch too much of me in it, or maybe he isn't, I don't know. But nonetheless, mirror is in, looking great. Now, pro tip, if you are doing counter to ceiling mirror, leave yourself, like when you're measuring that, take a 1/4 inch off, right? You do not want to have your mirror snugly between the ceiling and the countertop or whatever it's sitting on top of. And the reason being is you're going to have, especially in a new home, we are going to have some settling as the wood shrinks over the coming year. Like, things are going to move. And so if you have no wiggle room in your mirror, the mirror will crack. I've seen it happen, so we don't want to have that happen anymore, and you don't either. Okay, so here we are in the basement. We have got more millwork installed. This is looking really pretty. Wine storage, hard bar, and then probably glasses on display up there, as I'm guessing what the game plan is for these clients. We've got all of the doors and everything rehung. Everything's been painted, ready to go. We're just slowly working on getting all of the door hardware put on. Okay, so we are in the mechanical area here. So we've got our hydro, or electrical rather, getting ready to go. We now have our air handler in place. We've got all of that sort of stuff rocking and rolling. We've got our hot water tank in place, and this is an electric hot water tank. And look at the meticulous workmanship of SMR plumbing in this area. Like, this is how you want to see your mechanical contractors getting their work done. I mean, this really is your calling card, right? Whatever you leave behind in the mechanical room is your calling card. And this is fantastic. We've got some of the equipment starting to go in here for the low voltage system. So we've got our switch installed here. We've got our control 4 unit here. I'm thinking that this is probably for the security system, the video security system. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good. Obviously, still a bunch of finishing and whatnot to do in here, but it's really coming together and looking really good. I'm happy. I'll be happier when it's closer to being done. That's a wrap on today, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sure would appreciate it. In the meantime, if you have a home that you've been dreaming about building, we would love to be your partners in success. You can reach us on the web or phone us here. Either way, whatever works for you. We would love to hear from you, and we would love to work with you. In the meantime, stay awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.